Who we fight for?
What y'all think?
I mean, I think Mike is right. You know,
Right.
I think like people
I
need
feel like
to
he's
feel
talking
like,
to America or somebody. I don't know. I didn't feel like he was talking to me because I didn't have any issue with that video. I mean, you heard my opinions earlier, so it is what it is.
You saying you align with Trigger's sentiment?
Or did I just make a panel full of black women speechless? Yo, we gotta clip this shit. I gotta get this clip.
I have a question. I have a
trying to
Like
question.
they actually listen decently. Most of
Yeah,
the
I was
time.
listening, but
That's
I
what's up.
did have a
That's what's up.
question for
Yes, sir.
women that are
Yes, sir.
single and they're not married. Who would be their covering in an instance like that?
their brother.
Awesome.
That I guess.
Very, very awesome question. This is why I advocate that. Well, listen, women in society cannot be covered by men at all times, right? But this is why you use, like I said, vigilance. Where are you going, and what is your risk for going there? Are you out late at night? Did you know I didn't even notice that until somebody brought it up? That the nightlife after 9 p.m. It was a cop that brought it up. The like every crime, every violent crime, every SCX crime, all of that stuff goes up to an exponential number. And there are 3 times as many women out, at least, than men are. So that means men who can actually physically beat other niggas' ass aren't even out on the street, but women are, right? They're not using vigilance. So I would say, of course, it's impossible for you to have a man, your father, your brother with you at all times to protect you. Therefore, you need to use like certain measures to say, I'm going to stay safe. I'm going to only go out in groups. And if I don't have a group, I'm not going out. That's all I can really say for single women.
I mean, that's kind of hard because you do have women that work certain types of fields, so it requires them to be out like nurses and stuff.
Yeah, and
But they're gonna be by themselves.
I didn't know if you noticed.
Better make some male coworker friends.
So
Yeah.
I'm a nurse.
But he's
and
not
I
supposed
walk.
to do that because he is not her man.
He still
No,
won't do it
I
anyway.
was gonna say, I'm a nurse, okay, and working those shifts. I walked out several of my female coworkers to the car if security wasn't available. We do that as a courtesy for the women. All right, and we even leave the spots up front for them. Right. So yeah, there's always things, and this is I guess something I will impart on y'all. It is about it's the women that show that they need help, that appreciate the men that usually get help. And usually and I've never in my life seen a woman ask sincerely in earnest, can you help me? I am afraid. I ain't never seen that happen. A dude be like, nah, forget you. I ain't doing. No, dudes will oblige. Be like, you know what?
Mike, that felt like a slight contradiction. Those are single women. You're walking to the car. You're risking your life. They're not your. Hold on, Nate. They're not your daughter. They're not your wife.
That's not a contradiction. That's not a contradiction at all.
I've done the
So
same
I want to explain something to you. I want to
explain it. Yeah.
My presence is your protection. That's what I tell women when they're with their man. Women do not even understand what does not happen to them simply because your man is present. All right. I am 6 foot, 260 pounds. Nobody is going to walk up like 9 times out of 10. Nobody's going to walk up on me. Okay. They look at you as a soft target. I'm not a soft target.
How many men have assaulted you? How many men have assaulted you, shot at you, spit on you, did anything type of crazy to you while your man or a man that you know was standing right next to you?
That hasn't even happened without a man, so I can't really.
Well, some ladies said they got spat on.
Well, Dana, I don't know how that happened.
I'm just
but back to Trigger Mike, I don't think he cleared that up because
one has nothing to do. Yeah, what's his said? One has nothing to do with the
I don't
other.
get it.
Okay. Listen. Let Mike clear it up. Let him finish the thought. Sis, you reply, okay? Because I'm interested to see if what you say resonates with her after you say it. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see. So you're saying that you have just as much chance of getting jacked if I'm with you than as if I'm not? Because I don't think us as men see it that way. We're walking you to the car for the chance that likely nothing is happening to you if I'm walking you out. And what I'm actually doing, what most of the people are doing, is just checking the scene out. All right. Checking the scene out. All right, it's cool. You can walk to your car. You go ahead. Have a good night. That's not risking my life for you. Risking my life for you is an altercation that already started in which you willingly participated and swung on a nigga, then expect me to jump in and save you. That's what I call risking your life.
Mike,
Just
question.
backpedaling a little
Go ahead,
bit
my bad.
and adding to it. So, okay. So you don't
Well,
walk
sis,
them.
Y'all really want to prove me wrong? I'm not wrong.
Sis, let me ask a clarifying. Mike, okay, in the hypothetical, right? You walking into the car, right? And something actually transpires.
Yep.
Are you saying our presence, are we more like a scarecrow? Or do we have to defend in this very probably, you know what I mean, outlandish hypothetical? Do we also defend in that instance?
That's my
I think
question.
it's in our instincts. So if that actually happens to you, think about it this way: they're no longer attacking her; they're attacking you.
Yeah, I feel
So
disrespected.
you're naturally just going to jump
But
in by instinct. That's
but
never happened,
You're
but I
only
can
out
only
there
think
that's
because
weird. If
somebody's
you
not going. Hold on, somebody is not going to. Let's look at this logically, okay? Just for y'all who don't know, I also teach firearms, okay, and self-defense. In order for somebody to attack her first, that'd be the dumbest thing they ever do. Because if it's a man doing it, they're gonna have to subdue me. So he's gonna try to hit me in the face with a brick first to
Yeah.
incapacitate me to be able to get to her. So it's very unlikely that somebody's gonna see the both of us. And you see all this talking I'm doing, that's what a thief burglar does and cancels it out. Like, I got to do all this shit just to get a goddamn purse. I'll wait for a weak and vulnerable person. That is how they think. They're not gonna do nothing.
No, I can understand. I guess I was trying to understand because I'm like, one minute he's saying that I'm only protecting my wife, my kids, my daughters and everything, but then you're also going to protect the female nurses. So I'm like, that did sound like a contradiction. So I get
said
what
I'm only
this is saying.
obligated. I said I'm only obligated to protect.
Yes, you are, but now you're walking out with these female nurses or whatever, and something transpires.
All right, let me add to it because I don't know.
might not protect
I don't know why. Let me add to it a little bit. What women want as blind protection for men, like men protect all women, believe all women, it's never going to happen. Mm-hmm. The way men used to actually take responsibility for protecting women they didn't know is because those women were a part of their community. Those women appreciated them. Those women would run to them and say, please. And they'd be like, hey, that's such and such daughter. I know her. Hey, bro, leave her alone. We felt that sense of camaraderie with their fathers, with their brothers, and all of that. We no longer have that. That's why you see men minding their business while a woman's getting pummeled on the street. We no longer feel that sense of community to you. At work, you can get that same community feeling. Can you not? You can feel ultimately responsible for these people. These people appreciate me. They bring me food at potlucks. You feel a sense of, hey, I'll look out for her real quick, especially if she asks. You do get that community feeling from people at work.
Crazy thing is, if you got a gang full of niggas who feel that way for you, you straight.
Those type of women protected for life.
Then I guess that's why I'm kind of confused. It's like, then if that's the case, instead of saying you feel obligated to only protect who you're with and your children, then it's like
the ones we feel responsible for, not random women who ask, who's been badgering a random dude and think that we're going to interject in a random ass argument that we have no context on what the fuck is going on. No, but if I saw you, Nay, and I knew you and I fuck with you or whatever the case may be, and I'm like, what's going on? I might go up question like, yo, what's going on here? And then like that, and I'll de-escalate or see what I can do for that situation. But no, I'm not doing it for random women where I have no context clues on what happened. But all I know is she is in his face and he's backing up and he picks up a brick and says, what we gonna do? Bitch, are you ready to fuck around and find out, or are you gonna turn around and run away? And if she didn't turn around and run away, then she fucked around and found out.
I mean, I definitely agreed with this woman. She fucked around and found out. I don't agree with
but
the brick
it's
part,
like we couldn't say that. If it was y'all, man, if y'all had a husband, would you want him doing that for a stranger that he has no context clues on? I'm sure you would be okay. I'm sure you would be.
No.
I'm sure most of the.
Wait, that's actually a good. Hold it down for a second. That's actually a good question that I want y'all to answer. So give it a second. Let me just get through these super chats, and then sis, Dana already spouted her answer, but sis, you can answer. Let me just get through these super chats real quick. And Gway too. Jock Quinn with the $2 super chat, showing support to the channel. Thank you, my G. Savage with the $2 says it's 2023. Brick babies is the new wave. God damn.
Wow.
Savage with the $2. It's hard to talk shit when your jaw pops.
Shit like that.
Oh my God. YKS with the $5. If she had people to cool her out like y'all trying with Dana, she might have made it. equality is equal. Men respect men because we know shit gets real. Mills was good. $2. Dana, I got your back, love.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
He said K Mike. I think he meant T Mike. Trigger Mike, do you like black women?
I'm married to a black woman, asshole.
Savage with the $5. I know married women in the 50s.
Are you?
60s.
Are you married to one? Like,
oh, Mike, let me get through the super chat.
No, you got it. You got it. My bad.
Get him, Mike. Get him.
Savage with the $5. I know married women in the 50s and 60s were not getting bricks in the face from strange men. T.O. with the $5. It's a courtesy, not an obligation, to look out for known associates. Okay, and that brings clarity to Mike's point. Sway's question was, would you want your husband be out there risking life and limb for a random stranger?
Nah.
Oh, it seems like that's what Mike be doing. So if you ask me, would his wife appreciate that? Probably not. If he's like, oh, I walked Sarah to the car at 5 a.m. because she had to go home early before her shift and got shot in the leg. How is he gonna explain that to her when he gets home?
Different scenario. That's a completely different scenario. The scenario is completely different.
I'm responding to what they asked me. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all want
So
me
that's
okay.
it.
So here's T though. Here's T. Let me get Gway in the game. So T sentiment is similar to Sis's. I'm gonna T with the $5. T was popping. I'm gonna need my husband to mind his business and get home to his family. Go ahead.
Because like if okay, so if you see a woman that is going back and forth with a man, you as a woman know you don't have the same strength as the man. So why even get into the confrontation with him in the first place? Whatever he's saying is different if you walking away and that man attack you because you didn't say anything. But if you see both of them in an argument and she's toe to toe with him, why would my husband or my brothers, why would I want them to go and risk their life? What if he has a gun? He can kill them. She can walk free. No. If you know you are a woman, then you need to respect a man and know that y'all are not equal. So you need to know that you cannot buck up to a man if you don't have the strength to back it up. So
mind your business. The video. I thought Sway asked a more recent question. I thought there was a different question. You still talking about the video.